Have you ever walked into your home and felt an invisible heaviness pressing down on you, like something stuck, unmoving? Maybe it's not the furniture or the walls. Maybe it's the things you've kept for years, sitting silently in closets, drawers, and boxes. A pair of shoes you haven't worn in ages. A blouse you swore you'd wear again. That old bra tucked into the back of the drawer, just in case. These items might look harmless, but they're doing more than taking up space. They are silently anchoring you to the past, and worse, blocking the flow of good fortune into your life. We like to believe we're in control of our homes, but what we keep says more about our inner world than we realize. Every object holds a frequency, and when your living space is crowded with worn-out, forgotten, or broken things, that energy stagnates. It becomes harder to feel inspired, make clear decisions, or move forward with ease. It's like trying to run with a parachute dragging behind you, except the strings are tied to your own belongings. This isn't just about clutter. It's about energy. Prosperity, love, clarity, and peace all require space to enter. And when your home, your most intimate space, is filled with items linked to old emotions, outdated versions of yourself, or moments you've already outgrown, you are unconsciously choosing to live inside a loop. That loop can feel like chronic fatigue, financial stagnation, emotional fog, or a constant sense that something's off, even if you can't name it. So let's get clear. There are certain items you're keeping right now that are no longer neutral. They're blocking your path. In this video, we'll uncover 6 everyday things you must stop holding on to if you truly want to welcome in fresh energy, clear direction, and the kind of luck that sticks. 1. Worn-out shoes, the journey that no longer carries you. Take a look at your shoes, the ones at the bottom of your closet, the pair shoved near the front door, the ones you haven't worn in months but can't seem to throw away. Maybe the heel is worn down, maybe the laces are frayed, maybe the leather has started to peel. They're old, tired, but still there. Why? Because some part of you thinks, maybe I'll wear them again. Maybe they're still good enough for errands. Maybe, just maybe. But let's be honest, every time you reach for a pair of shoes and settle for the worn-out ones, you're not just making a practical choice. You're making an energetic one. You're telling yourself, this is what I deserve for now. And that message echoes louder than you think. Shoes are not just accessories. They're not just about function or style. They are quite literally the foundation you walk on, day in, day out. And when that foundation is broken, unstable, or exhausted, what do you think happens to your direction, your momentum, your confidence? You start to second-guess your steps. You hesitate. You carry yourself differently even if you don't realize it. Worn-out shoes don't just look tired, they make you feel tired. They make every step feel heavier, less certain, less intentional. And in subtle ways, they begin to shape how you show up in the world. Think about the way you walk when your shoes are comfortable, solid, supportive. There's ease. There's rhythm. There's forward motion. Now think about what happens when your shoes are falling apart. You shift your weight. You drag your feet. You become cautious, even anxious, trying to avoid pain or embarrassment. The same is true with energy. If the thing carrying you feels broken, you absorb that message, physically and emotionally. That just get through the day posture becomes a habit and you stop asking for more from life. Now zoom out. Multiply that impact across months or even years. Multiply it across dozens of pairs of shoes you've kept not because they serve you, but because they represent who you used to be, where you used to go, or who you were with when you wore them. That pair of boots from a job you quit but still haven't emotionally left. The flats you wore when you were caregiving, sacrificing, surviving. The sneakers from that one vacation, now faded like the memories. They hold emotional weight. And whether you realize it or not, that weight adds up. Your home isn't just cluttered with shoes. It's cluttered with old journeys that no longer carry you. Let's talk practically. Shoes are often the first thing people see when they meet you. They anchor your outfit. They hint at who you are, how you care for yourself, how grounded you feel. Someone who wears shoes with pride, polish, and presence shows up differently than someone who shuffles through life in a pair that should have been tossed a year ago. But this isn't about impressing others. It's about what you're silently telling yourself every time you put them on. If you keep wearing shoes that are broken, uncomfortable, or long past their prime, you're reinforcing the belief that comfort, confidence, and renewal can wait. And you know what? They can't. Energetically, shoes are often described as carriers. They absorb the streets you've walked, the places you've gone, the energy you've picked up along the way. Every step imprints something. When you keep old shoes that have carried you through burnout, grief, chaos, or fear, those moments stay lodged in the soles. No amount of Febreze can clear that out. It's not about superstition, it's about signals, subconscious signals. The kind that linger around your entryway, that hang in your walk-in closet, that shape how you begin and end every single day. If you've ever walked past your shoe rack and felt a quiet pang, guilt for keeping too many, discomfort over how many are falling apart, frustration over pairs that no longer fit your life, that's the nudge. That's your energy talking. Noticing that heaviness is the first step. Acting on it is the second. So what do? Start simple. Pull out every pair of shoes you own, lay them on the floor, sit with them. Hold each one in your hand and ask, truly, do these carry me forward or do they hold me back? If the answer feels heavy, unclear, or filled with old memories you've already outgrown, it's time to let them go. You don't need to toss them angrily or with judgment. You can say thank you. You can bless them for the journey they gave you. But you don't need to walk another day carrying their weight. Next, pay attention to how your shoes are stored. Are they jumbled together near the front door, collecting dust and dirt? Are they crammed into a closet, unpaired, unappreciated? How we store our things reflects how we store our energy. When your entryway is chaotic, your threshold, your energetic gateway is blocked. When shoes are stored with care, cleaned, paired, and chosen intentionally, your energy aligns with clarity, respect, and readiness. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just clean, just intentional. And one more thing, stop saving your best shoes for some day. That mindset tells the universe you're not ready to be your fullest self now. Wear the shoes that make you feel strong, supported, beautiful today. Not when you lose the weight, not when the event comes, not when the weather's just right. Today, your shoes are not just objects. They are symbols of movement, choice, momentum. And momentum is everything. When you stop settling for what's worn down, when you stop tolerating discomfort because it's familiar, when you stop dragging the energy of past journeys into the present, you open the door for something better. You walk taller, you feel lighter. You step into life with more trust, more presence, and more power. So go ahead. Look at the shoes you've kept too long. Ask yourself what you've been unwilling to leave behind. And when you're ready, say it out loud if you want to. Thank you for walking with me, but I'm moving forward now. 2 faded clothes, fabric holding forgotten emotions. Open your closet. How many pieces of clothing are hanging there, not because you love them or wear them, but because you used to? That dress you wore to your child's graduation. The cardigan that got you through the hardest winter. The blouse that made you feel powerful 10 years and 20 pounds ago. Clothes are more than fabric. They're memory keepers. And when they fade, tear, or no longer fit, they don't just sit quietly. They speak. Softly, subtly, but constantly. And what they say can keep you stuck. Most of us don't think twice about what we wear at home. We throw on the same old sweatshirt, the comfy leggings with the thinning waistband, the t-shirt from an event we barely remember. We tell ourselves, it's just for the house, it doesn't matter. But it does. Because the energy of what you wear clings to your skin. And when the clothes you put on carry the energy of exhaustion, grief, invisibility, or the version of yourself you've already outgrown, what do you think they reinforce day after day? There's a reason you reach for that one shirt when you're sad, or the hoodie when you're overwhelmed. These pieces aren't neutral. They're weighted. Some comfort you, others pull you backward. A faded shirt can feel like safety, but it can also be a trap. It can quietly reinforce the message. Stay small, stay quiet, stay hidden. You don't need to wear a power suit every day to feel confident, but you do need to stop wrapping your body in the fabric of an older version of yourself, especially one you've already healed from. Let's talk about visual memory. Every time you open your closet and see a particular outfit, your brain lights up with associations. The blouse from your divorce mediation, the pants from your first job, the dress from your mother's funeral. Some memories come with strength, others with sorrow. When you keep clothes tied to painful moments, thinking maybe I'll wear them again, you're not just saving fabric. You're keeping the energetic thread that ties you to that moment open, alive, and replaying. It's like leaving the door cracked to a room you no longer want to visit. And there's more. Faded clothes send a message of depletion. They reflect energy that has run its course. In many ways, they mirror how we feel when we're tired, overlooked, or disconnected. You may not notice it, but when you constantly wear something stretched, pilled, or dulled from too many washes, your own vitality begins to mirror that. It's subtle but real. It can show up as lower motivation, less self-respect, or a quiet sense of why bother. You might start to shrink into yourself without even realizing it. On a practical level, keeping clothes you don't wear takes up physical space. And every square inch of your closet has the potential to hold invitation. When it's crammed with what no longer fits, literally or emotionally, you block the possibility of newness. Think about it, what's the point of ordering something beautiful if there's nowhere to put it? Energetically, your closet needs to breathe. So do you. Now let's talk about a sensitive topic, body changes. One of the most common reasons we hold on to old clothes is because we plan to get back into them someday. We attach hope, pressure, and identity to a dress size or a pair of jeans. But here's the truth. Your worth is not tied to whether something zips up again. And keeping clothes that whisper, "You used to be smaller, better, more desirable," only hurts you. It creates an invisible war between your past and your present body. And it makes dressing a chore instead of a celebration. If you've ever stood in front of your closet and felt defeated before your day even began, you already know this truth. Clothes should support you, not shame you. They should meet you where you are, not drag you back into who you were. They should feel like home for the skin you live in now. So what can you do? Start with the 6-month rule. If you haven't worn it in the last 6 months, and it's not for a specific seasonal reason, it's time to reevaluate. Ask yourself, does this piece reflect who I am now? How does it make me feel when I wear it? Would I buy it again today? Next, honor the emotional weight. If a piece holds deep memories but no longer fits or serves your present, take a photo. Write a note. Say a silent thank you. Let it go with ritual, not resentment. Memory can live in your heart without needing to live in your closet. For clothing in good condition, consider donation. Your once loved outfit could become someone else's opportunity to feel strong, seen, or warm. There's healing in that exchange. And for the ones that are too worn to give, release them with care. Don't just throw them in the trash. Wash them, fold them, wrap them. Let your goodbye be intentional, then reset your space. Rearrange your closet so it reflects the life you're building, not the one you're trying to escape. Bring forward the pieces that make you feel alive, beautiful, capable. Organize by color, by comfort, by feeling, whatever helps you see what you do have with fresh eyes. You might be surprised by what's already waiting for you once the clutter is cleared. Finally, shift your mindset. Decluttering your wardrobe isn't about deprivation. It's about alignment. It's about dressing like you matter, even when no one sees you, especially when no one sees you. Because how you treat yourself in private speaks volumes about what you're ready to receive in public. Clothes are not just style, they're frequency. So dress in a way that matches the energy you want to attract. You don't need a full wardrobe overhaul to change your life, but you do need to stop hiding behind what's faded, stretched, and heavy with history. The past is over, and your clothes, like your energy, deserve to reflect that. So go back to that closet. Touch the pieces that tug at old wounds. Listen to what they say. And when you're ready, whisper back, "Thank you for what you carried, but I'm walking lighter now." 3. Old underwear, the intimate drain of vital energy. Let's talk about something few people ever bring up, but everyone deals with: old underwear. Not the glamorous kind you see in ads. Not the matching sets carefully folded in drawers. No, we're talking about the stretched-out bras, the faded panties, the elastic that's gone slack but still kind of works. The ones you keep just for laundry day or just in case. But let's be honest, when was the last time those pieces made you feel anything but invisible? Your underwear is the first thing you put on, the closest layer to your skin. It hugs you in your most vulnerable places. And yet, for something so intimate, we treat it as the most disposable, most neglected part of our wardrobe. But here's the truth: underwear carries energy. It holds the imprint of how you see yourself, how you treat your body, how you protect or ignore your own sacredness. And when you wear old, worn, forgotten underwear, you're sending a message to yourself and to your energy that your foundation doesn't matter. Think about it. You wouldn't build a house on a cracked foundation. You wouldn't start your day by stepping into shoes full of holes. But every time you wear underwear that's past its time, snug in the wrong places, too loose in others, uncomfortable, unflattering, you're literally starting your day with misalignment. And misalignment doesn't stay small, it ripples. Underwear that doesn't support you physically doesn't support you energetically either. When the elastic digs in, you feel it all day. When the straps slip, you're distracted. When the fabric bunches, pulls, or rubs wrong, you can't settle. But more than that, you subtly absorb the idea that comfort, confidence, and self-respect are luxuries, not basics. And that idea, it's dangerous. Many women keep old underwear for emotional reasons. The bra from before the surgery, the set from a younger, freer time, the pair that reminds you of who you used to be. And that's understandable. Memory lives in fabric. But the truth is, when you wear underwear tied to grief, shame, or an outdated version of yourself, you hold that emotion close to your body day after day. And your body remembers. This isn't just about looks, it's about energy. Your root chakra, the energetic center tied to safety, belonging, and stability, resides exactly where your underwear touches. If that area feels neglected, unsupported, or uncomfortable, how can you expect to feel grounded in your life? How can you expect to attract abundance, connection, or security when the very base of your body is wrapped in disrepair? And let's be clear, this isn't about seduction. It's not about lingerie or impressing anyone else. It's about dignity, about choosing softness, support, and respect for your body, not because someone else will see it, but because you will feel it. Because your comfort isn't optional, it's foundational. Here's something else we rarely say out loud. Old underwear can actually contribute to emotional exhaustion. When your body is constantly managing discomfort, even in tiny background ways, it drains your mental and emotional reserves. You become more irritable, less patient, more prone to self-criticism. All because your body's first layer isn't serving you, it's agitating you. It's the constant whisper of "this doesn't fit, but I'll make it work." And eventually, that becomes your life story too. So what do? First, stop apologizing for wanting to feel good in your skin. Comfort is not indulgent. Replace that inner voice that says, "Don't be wasteful," with one that asks, "Is this honoring me?" Then open your underwear drawer, take everything out. Don't rush. Feel the fabric, hold each piece up to the light. Ask, does this support me? Do I feel beautiful, safe, or even neutral when I wear this? Or do I feel saggy, small, dismissed? Keep only what says yes. Let go of what says no. Don't keep emergency pairs that you dread wearing. Don't keep bras that leave marks on your skin or panties that ride up or roll down. Don't cling to memories that live in seams you never reach for. Your past is not a reason to punish your present. And yes, buying new underwear can feel unnecessary, even selfish. But ask yourself, why does the idea of replacing the most personal layer of your clothing feel like too much? Why is something that touches your body all day long the last thing on your list? The answer reveals something deeper. How you value your own comfort, your own sensuality, your own boundaries. Start small. Replace one bra with a better one. Buy a single pair of underwear that makes you smile when you wear it. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to fit. It has to feel like it belongs to the woman you are today, not the one you were 5 years ago. When you make even this small shift, you'll feel it. You'll notice how your posture changes when your bra actually supports you, how your mood lifts when you're not adjusting all day, how your energy softens when your body is treated with gentleness, not just tolerance. These shifts matter. They ripple outward. Finally, treat this like a ritual. Don't just toss the old pairs into the trash. Thank them. Acknowledge what they held, the phases they witnessed, the bodies they carried, then wrap them up and release them. Let the act of clearing become symbolic. Let it say, "I choose support. I choose softness. I choose to stop holding myself together with what's falling apart." Your underwear drawer is not just a storage space. It's a mirror. And when that mirror reflects care, cleanliness, and confidence, you'll feel it every time you start your day. You deserve to be supported in every layer, seen and unseen, especially the ones closest to your skin. So go ahead. Let go of what no longer holds you. And with each new piece you choose, remember, comfort is your birthright, respect is your baseline, and energy begins where the fabric meets the soul. 4. Old bags, emotional baggage you carry without knowing. Think about your favorite bag, the one you carried every day for years. Maybe it was the reliable tote for work, the crossbody you took on every errand, or the purse you never switched out because it goes with everything. Now look closer. Is the lining torn? Are the handles fraying? Is there a broken zipper or a stain you've just learned to ignore? And yet, it's still hanging on a hook by the door or sitting on your closet shelf. Why? Because bags aren't just functional. They're personal. They go with us everywhere. They collect receipts, lip balm, spare change, tissues from moments you didn't expect to cry. They become an extension of us, and often of our past. And that's exactly why they matter more than we think. Every bag tells a story. The diaper bag that saw you through early motherhood, the handbag from your corporate life, the clutch you carried during your last relationship. Over time, these objects stop being accessories and become memory containers. But here's the truth. Some stories have already ended. Some journeys are complete. And keeping the bag that once held your life when it no longer fits who you are can silently keep you tethered to a version of yourself you've already outgrown. Energetically, bags carry more than belongings. They carry baggage, literally and metaphorically. And when a bag is broken, stained, or worn out, it's not just a reflection of wear and tear. It's a signal. A sign that something in your life is overdue for release. That maybe you're still carrying what you were never meant to hold for this long. You might tell yourself, it's just a bag. But every time you pick it up, you pick up an energy. If that energy is linked to exhaustion, heartbreak, survival, or overfunctioning, then your daily routine becomes a ritual of reliving it without even realizing it. That's how emotional residue works. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And it wears you down quietly. Ask yourself, what have you been carrying that you no longer need? Are you holding onto a bag that was perfect for the life you used to live, but now feels like a relic? Is it still serving you, or are you just loyal to its memory? Let's also look at what's inside the bag. Go ahead, dump it out. See what's accumulated: expired coupons, pens that don't work, gum wrappers, outdated business cards, loose coins and old receipts. You might be surprised by what's hiding in the corners, but what's more important is how it makes you feel. Does it energize you, or does it exhaust you just to look at it? This clutter isn't random. It's a mirror, a reflection of how you've been managing your life, what you've been prioritizing, avoiding, or silently dragging with you. When your bag is disorganized, overstuffed, or bursting at the seams, your nervous system feels it. The chaos isn't just physical. It becomes emotional, even spiritual. It says, there's no room, there's no order, there's no clarity. So what can you do? First, pull out all the bags you own, every purse, tote, clutch, and backpack. Line them up, touch them, remember when and why you used them. What season of life did they belong to? Who were you then? And who are you now? Next, be honest. Which ones are simply worn out? Which ones feel like they belong to someone else? A version of you that no longer exists? Which ones hold grief or obligation or pressure? You'll feel it. There will be an internal when you touch the ones that drain you. Respect that. Trust it. You don't need to throw everything out at once. But you do need to stop carrying bags that carry too much of your past. Donate what's still useful but no longer aligned. Recycle or dispose of what's truly worn beyond repair. And do it with intention. Thank them. Acknowledge what they carried for you, with you, through you. Then let them go. Now for the bags you choose to keep, clean them, wipe them down. Empty them completely. Refresh the inside. Only put back what you actually use. Let every item inside be a choice, not a default. Carry less. Carry consciously. And when it comes time to buy a new bag, make it a sacred decision. Choose something that aligns with who you are now. Something that supports the woman you're becoming. Something that doesn't just hold stuff, but supports your energy, calm, clear, ready. There's power in the small things. And bags are small only on the surface. What they carry, what they mean, how they function, it all adds up. When you let go of the old ones, when you stop dragging yesterday's story around on your shoulder, you create space for new momentum, new identity, new direction. Your journey deserves a vessel that matches its worth. One that holds only what you need and nothing that weighs you down. One that feels good in your hands, that matches your pace, that reminds you, I am moving forward with intention. So go ahead, choose the bag that honors your now, and release the ones that don't. Because what you carry on your shoulder, in your heart, and in your energy shapes where you're headed next. 5. Old linens and worn covers a fabric that absorbed unspoken sadness. There's a particular kind of silence that settles into old fabric. The silence of nights spent alone, tears wiped quickly, or the years that passed in quiet survival. And where does that silence go? Into the linens, the pillowcases that haven't been changed in months, the throw blanket with frayed edges that stays on the couch because it still works, the tablecloth that holds faint stains from dinners no one enjoyed. These fabrics don't just cover, they absorb. And over time, they begin to shape the energy of your space in ways you don't even notice. We rarely think about these items. Linens live in the background. They're not meant to make a statement, but they quietly touch everything. Your skin, your sleep, your sense of sanctuary. And yet we hold on to them long past their purpose. We tell ourselves it's still clean. It's just for the guest room. No one really sees it, but your energy sees it, your nervous system feels it. Your body registers every moment of disrepair. Let's be clear, fabric holds memory. That's not poetic, it's energetic. The pillowcase from when your partner left. The blanket that covered your child through their illness. The sheet you slept on during a season of grief or anxiety. These aren't just threads and weaves, they're archives. And unless you clear them intentionally, they keep playing back the past quietly night after night. There's also a subtle message that old linens send. Not yet. Not yet ready to replace. Not yet ready to invest in comfort. Not yet willing to say, I deserve softness. And when you surround yourself with what is good enough for now, that standard bleeds into other parts of your life. You settle softly, slowly, until you forget what comfort even feels like. And the truth is, it's not about having designer sheets or perfect aesthetics. It's about how the fabric closest to your rest, your stillness, your family, reflects the care you give to those sacred spaces. Because if your bed is a place of recharge, why is it covered in what's been ignored? If your table is where nourishment happens, why does it sit beneath a cloth that carries the weight of obligation or old tension? Go into your linen closet or that one overstuffed drawer and take stock. How many towels are stiff from overuse? How many napkins are stained beyond washing? How many fitted sheets don't even fit anymore? And more importantly, how do these things make you feel when you touch them? For many, there's guilt. Guilt about waste. Guilt about replacing things that are still functional. Guilt about prioritizing comfort when there are so many other things to do. But here, the reframe. Releasing worn fabric isn't waste, it's respect. It's saying, thank you for what you held, and choosing to offer your body and your family a renewed space. If a towel is scratchy, if a blanket smells slightly musty no matter how many times you wash it, if a tablecloth brings up memories you've outgrown, it's time. Not everything in your home has to be deeply symbolic. But when something becomes an energetic drain, when its presence lowers the vibration of your space, you owe it to yourself to listen. So what's the process? Start by removing everything. Sheets, towels, blankets, table linens, stack them. Hold them, feel them, pay attention to what stirs physically and emotionally. Do some feel oddly heavy? Do others bring up old stories you haven't thought about in years? Let those be cues, not judgments. Then sort. What still feels fresh, supportive, comforting? What feels heavy, tired, overlooked? If you wouldn't offer it to a beloved guest, ask why you offer it to yourself. What does that say about how you value your own comfort? Some items may be worth repurposing. Old sheets for pet beds, worn towels for cleaning cloths. Others may need a ritual goodbye. Wash them one last time, fold them with intention. Say a silent thank you for what they carried. Then release them, donate what's usable, discard what isn't. And once you've cleared the old, bring in the new consciously. You don't need a full overhaul. One new towel, a fresh pillowcase, a soft throw in your favorite color. Choose textures and tones that calm your nervous system. Let comfort be a daily experience, not an afterthought. Also, refresh your sacred spaces. If you keep an altar, a meditation cushion, or a bedside table where intentions are set, be especially mindful of the cloths there. Stale fabric in sacred places holds back the very energy you're trying to invite. Change those coverings regularly. Air them in the sun. Infuse them with scent, prayer, or peace. Linens are the skin of your home. They touch your rest, your rituals, your relationships. They don't shout for attention, but they speak volumes about how you live. And when you choose to surround yourself with fabric that supports, soothes, and lifts your energy, your entire environment begins to shift. You don't need to wait for guests or holidays or big milestones. You are reason enough to have fresh sheets, soft towels, and a blanket that feels like an exhale. You are reason enough to release the weight that old fabric has been holding. So go ahead, touch what surrounds you, listen to what it's been storing, and when you're ready, say it softly. You served me well, but I'm choosing softness now. 6. Broken hangers, rusted clips, small tools, big imbalances. You probably don't think much about the hangers in your closet. They're just there, bending under sweaters, cracking under heavy coats, half broken but still technically holding things up. The same with those rusted clips in your laundry basket or back of drawer clutter. Small tools, right? Not worth attention. But what if these tiny, forgotten objects are subtly shaping your entire energy field? What if the way you hang your clothes reflects how you hold yourself? Let's go straight in. Broken hangers are a message. They say, it's fine. It still works. I'll fix it later. Sound familiar? That mindset of tolerating what doesn't truly support you echoes far beyond your closet. It becomes a pattern. One that trickles into how you show up at work, how you move through your relationships, how you prioritize or postpone your own needs. When a hanger is cracked or bent, it loses its function. The clothes on it slump, stretch, wrinkle. Suddenly, that beautiful blouse looks tired. That jacket loses form. And you, without realizing it, start reaching for something else, something easier. And that's the pattern. Neglect leads to compromise. One misshapen hanger turns into 10. One moment of good enough becomes months of low-grade dissatisfaction. It's not about being a perfectionist. It's about energy. When the systems in your home are broken, even in tiny ways, they send constant micro-signals of disorder. A rusted clip doesn't just make folding harder. It makes the process feel frustrating. A tangled pile of wire hangers doesn't just take up space. It creates low-level stress every time you reach for your clothes. And over time, that stress doesn't stay in the closet. It seeps into your mornings, your decisions, your body. These small tools are symbols. They represent how you support the things that support you. Clothes protect and present you. If the hangers they rest on are collapsing, what does that say about how much care you're giving to your foundations? Let's zoom in further. Picture this, a crisp white shirt, freshly ironed, hung on a plastic hanger that's splitting at the hook. The shirt droops. The line at the shoulder warps. The item you invested in, time, money, identity, looks suddenly cheap. And it has nothing to do with the shirt, it's the support beneath it. This is a metaphor, of course, but it's also your reality. How many times have you tried to elevate your energy only to feel pulled down by your environment? How many times have you told yourself you're stepping into a new chapter, yet kept using the same broken systems to organize your space? There's a name for this: energetic dissonance. When the outside doesn't reflect the inside. When you're trying to grow, but your surroundings are still rooted in neglect. When you invest in a new outfit, but hang it on a bent wire hanger from a dry cleaner 6 years ago. That contradiction sends a confusing message to your subconscious. Maybe I'm not ready for more. And the universe listens. So what do? Start with a visual sweep. Open your closet, your laundry area, your storage drawers. Don't just glance, really look. Which hangers are cracked, sagging, or missing parts? Which clips are rusted, broken, or impossible to open? Gather them, all of them, hold them in your hands, and ask yourself, would I offer this kind of support to someone I love? If the answer is no, if these tools wouldn't be good enough for a guest, a child, or a friend, why are they good enough for you? You deserve better. Replace the broken hangers. They're not expensive. But the upgrade you'll feel is far bigger than the price tag. Choose wooden or velvet ones if possible, not for status, but for stability. Hangers that don't just hold your clothes, but honor them. Hangers that support your shape, your presence, your energy. The same goes for clips, organizers, even storage bins. If it's broken, rusted, or makes you groan every time you use it, it's costing you more than it saves. Then reorganize with intention. Match your hangers. Create visual harmony. Not for Instagram, not for anyone else, but for you. For the version of you who no longer tolerates silent chaos. For the version of you who says, I'm worth ease. This isn't about control or aesthetics. It's about frequency. Every object in your home emits something. When you surround yourself with tools that are whole, aligned, clean, you begin to feel that way too. Your mornings shift. Your choices become clearer. You stop settling. You might think this is such a small thing. But how you do the small things is how you do everything. If you upgrade the background details of your life, those invisible daily interactions, you change the tone of your entire existence. You create alignment between how you feel and what surrounds you. And here's something deeper. Broken tools often mirror broken beliefs. The belief that function matters more than feeling, that your comfort comes last. That fixing it later is good enough for now. But now is all you have. And your energy deserves to move through spaces that hold it with care, not apology. So go ahead. Open the drawer, look at what's hiding in the back. Toss the clips that snag. Recycle the hangers that buckle. Let this small ritual become a turning point, a declaration that says, I choose support that actually supports me. Because you are not meant to carry your life on weak hooks. You are not here to squeeze joy into broken systems. You are meant to be held, gently, securely, completely. Start with the hanger, and watch how everything else begins to stand a little taller, too. Final, pause for a moment. Look around your home, not with the eyes of habit, but with the quiet awareness of someone who's just remembered they have a choice. A choice to let go. A choice to begin again. What you've kept until now has served you. Even the broken hangers, even the faded linens, even the shoes that carried you through hard chapters and the underwear you held onto without asking why. Everything had a purpose. And now that purpose may simply be to teach you when to say goodbye. Letting go isn't a rejection, it's an honoring. It's the soft but firm decision to no longer carry what weighs you down, not because it didn't matter, but because you do. It's a way of saying, I remember who I was, and now I am ready to become someone more. You may feel a strange quiet after releasing what no longer fits, what no longer feels right. Let that silence stay. Don't rush to fill it. It is not emptiness, it is space. And space is sacred. It's where energy breathes, where new things arrive, where peace has room to sit beside you without competing for attention. You do not need to replace everything all at once. This isn't about perfection or performance. It's about alignment. Let every new item you choose come from intention, not urgency. Let it feel like a gift, not a fix. And in the meantime, let the cleared corners of your life speak softly to you. I am ready for what's next. Because what you've just done is more than decluttering. It's a quiet form of courage. You've chosen to walk forward without dragging the past at your heels. You've chosen softness. You've chosen clarity, you've chosen yourself. And now, just breathe. Let the light fall gently across your clean space. Let the stillness settle like a blanket. And ask yourself, not with pressure but with quiet wonder, what am I finally ready to receive?